What is up, guys? Eric here from EVM Productions, here to talk about UFC 298, Volkonovski versus Topuria. I'm going to make my predictions and then a short breakdown of why I think, well, my pick for the main event wins. I'll do a short one about the co-main as well. The rest is just 6 fights that I'm just going to predict. This is all for fun. But like I always tell people, put down in the comments your predictions. So let's start this off with Mackenzie Dern versus Lemos. I'm picking Mackenzie Dern. Next up is Roman Kopilov versus Hernandez. I'm picking Hernandez. Most people are picking Kopilov for different reasons, but I'm like, nah, I think actually Hernandez is just barely going to pull this one out. Next, we have Henry Cejudo versus Marab. I'm choosing Marab via mountains of wrestling. He mixes up his striking well with his takedowns, and he constantly pushes to get you down. Like, he doesn't need to get you down, he pushes you up against the fence and beats you there. And most people's bodies and cardio and willpower, lastly, just fold. And I think Cejudo will be there willpower-wise, but he won't be there. Well, he won't be able to stop him from getting beat up against the fence or on the feet. And then in the scrambles, I think Marab might get him down just like Aljo did in advantageous ways. Next up is Jeff Neal versus the cuck Ian Gary. By the way, I have no issue with Ian Gary. Most people just dislike him. I just like the way he's acting about the whole situation, like it's right, when clearly it isn't. And that he doesn't see that most people were trying to help him. But yeah, so no ill will towards him, but I'm picking against him. Jeff Neal is such a big leap in competition, in my opinion, for him. Like, I know Jeff Neal dropped down far below the rankings after he lost to Shavkat, but remember who Shavkat is and how close that fight was. Next up is Robert Whittaker versus Paulo Costa. I'm picking Whittaker to pick Costa apart. It's going to look like Marvin Vettori versus Whittaker 2. It's just going to be the same thing, just different person. Because they fight similarly, just from different stances. And Whittaker already has a blueprint for that, as we've seen with the Vettori fight. He can expose certain openings, etc. However, Paulo Costa will be the one pressuring the whole time, though. It's the big difference there. And I don't think Whittaker's going to be the one coming forward all the time. He's just going to be the guy landing more often and hurting Costa in between. This is if Costa's chin actually holds up and he doesn't get dropped. For the main event, I'm actually picking, well, okay, hold on, just for anybody that doesn't follow this stuff, it's Volkanovski, Alexander Volkanovski, the Great, versus Ilia Topuria, a man from Spain that has been destroying his opponents. Just to give some backstory, he is 14-0 at featherweight. Now, this is for the featherweight world championship, 5 rounds, yada yada yada. Now, I'll make a detailed video just after this, explaining why I'm picking Topuria, but I'm picking Topuria. I just think he's going to catch Volk in between. But I'll explain it in the extended video that talks only about that fight, because the rest I just gave my reasons. So yeah, guys, enjoy UFC 298. Put down in the comments who you are picking. And let's see afterwards how many we got right. Cheers.